Okay. So we're going to get started very shortly. I appreciate you being here, by the way. I'm going to give it a minute or so, though, because I think people are still coming in, and I want to be sure that they can come in because often with these sessions, what tends to happen is that once we really get into it, we kind of have to lock the room and not let anyone come in while we are doing this because it's quite distracting for me too. So I'll make sure that you can just hang around for a few minutes and then we'll get into it. All right, if you don't know me, I'm Neil Napier, by the way. I will introduce myself some more a little bit later, but do know that this session isn't quite about me. It's about you. It's about me giving you basically the keys to the kingdom for 2021. Because, this year has been a little bit strange, right? If you've basically lived through the entire 2020 from A to Z, you know how crazy things have gotten with COVID and lockdowns and now the vaccine and such. It's a little bit weird, but I gotta tell you, our business has been a different trajectory, and a lot of other businesses have as well, in a positive way, some in a negative way. Hopefully, after today, I'll give you a roadmap of what to do to build your business in a positive way in 2021. Let me see who we actually have on the call. Charlotte from UK. I've got Cliff coming in from Germany. Oh, looks like I lost all the names somehow. I don't know what's up. But let me know where you're coming from. Like I said, my team will answer back to you and we'll see where you're coming from. So someone, like I said, I can't see your names. Someone coming in from Bristol, UK. What time is it where you are right now, by the way? Massachusetts, Bangladesh, Singapore. Okay. All right, California. Which part of California? It's a really big place. It's a country in itself, to be fair. Okay, all right. So I'll tell you what, we'll get into it. If you have any questions throughout this presentation, do ask. I will try and come to that at the end. But before that, my team will try and answer them. So in case they're not able to answer them in time, I'll try and get to them in the end. But even if then you don't hear from me, I'll drop my support address later and you can reach out to us. But really, I'll try and attend to all the questions as I see them. I do want to focus on the presentation for a little bit though, because some of the things I'm showing you, I need to be fully focused on them to be able to give you a complete walkthrough. Now, that being said, the reason I'm doing this session today is because I want to help you find profitable and proven ads, funnels, and email campaigns that are working for other businesses right now, and how you can use that intel, how you can spy on other businesses and use that intel to build your dream business in 2021 and basically make more money than ever before, because this is exactly what's happened to us in 2020. I did say when we got started that 2020 has been a very strange year. I mean, just days ago, my wife was diagnosed with COVID. Fortunately, she has recovered, and I thought I got it too, but apparently the test was negative, and I'm going in for another one in a few days because I had all the same symptoms. So health-wise, it hasn't been a great year. Socially distant from everyone, isolated, lonely in most cases, and it's sad. I guess for me and for many other people, the silver lining, if I could say, to all this still is that we've had a pretty fantastic year in terms of business, in terms of work life. Now, a lot of businesses that have also pivoted online have had a similar result. I mean, they've started the first half of the year with, getting closed down and such, but in the second half, those that pivoted online have done really well as well. So again, if you happen to be here because you're looking for a way to move online, a way to understand what to do in 2021, hopefully I can give you a roadmap today. So the process in question that I'll walk you through is a 3-step process. When I say 3 steps, I will literally lay out each and every step for you. So if you're one of those people that likes to have steps laid out for them, you're going to find this useful. Okay? I do want you to take notes as I'm doing this. I do want you to put away all the distractions, I don't know, Facebook, Clubhouse, whatever recent app that you're hanging out on. Just get rid of it for now, because I want to focus on giving you some incredible value today that you are not going to get later. And I'm not sure about the replay either. With these things, we have to see how technology goes. Sometimes these webinar platforms can skip out and replay, in which case I just cannot promise you one. But do continue to pay attention, because as I'll show you today, you can unearth proven and profitable ads, funnels, as well as emails from any digital business out there. Like, as long as they have an opt-in page, as long as they have a website, as long as they run ads on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Reddit, I don't care. You can find it and you can collect that intel and build a really clear, easy to use database. So having said that, let me ask you this right now. What's your game plan for 2021? Type in for me. What's your game plan for 2021? Like, okay, let me put it this way. What is going to be the one big thing that you will work on in 2021? And I'm asking about a project. Don't worry, I'm not going to call out your answer, so you know your secret's safe with me. But what's your, and no one can see your answers, by the way, just you and I. So what's your one big project for 2021? What is it that you're working on? Like, I can tell you, for me, the main thing is that I want to grow my recurring income for my main autoresponder, which is Spyvio. You know, we have already, I calculated the numbers for last month, we have already hit about $265,000 in annual recurring revenue, which is, you know, quite good. It's like more than $20,000 a month. But my goal is to try and take that up to more than $500,000 in annual recurring revenue, like double that literally in 12 months, which is, you know, possible. If you get 10-11% month-on-month increase, it is possible. But I'm asking you, like, what's your roadmap? I guess, what's your game plan? Because once you have your game plan, you can work on a roadmap. So, for example, in my case, because I want to double my recurring revenue, I'm going to spy on all my competitors, you know, ActiveCampaign, Aweber, GetResponse, Sendlane, all these different businesses, and I'll see what they're doing. And then I'll try and look at what gaps I can fill, like get the best things that they're doing, but also figure out what gaps I can fill. But let's talk about this first. What do people typically do? So you have your roadmap for 2021, you have a game plan for 2021, and maybe you don't. It's okay if you don't. Hopefully today you get some inspiration to create one. But if you do, this is how typically people proceed. Now, I had to actually put it into two columns because it was so much. So people typically start by researching. So they would go out there and they would do market research and competition analysis, because that's what every big, you know, company tells you to do. And they're right. Like, listen, they are absolutely right. If you want to break into a new market, if you want to try and be successful at something that you're doing, you need to do some ground research, right? You need to do market research, you need to do competition analysis. Then you need to identify, which means you must conduct robust market and user research as well. So not just market research, but now user research, and analyze your data. Then you track. So you organize a project and you start tracking basically what everyone's doing or what you want to do. Then you plan, and then you test, then you promote, then you analyze some more, and then you finally profit. It does work. Look, the system is foolproof in that it does work, but only in 5% of the cases. And that's from Nelson Report. Like, if you were to literally follow these 8 steps, Nelson Report claims that you would be profitable in the end. But that's only in 5% of the cases, which is why they say like 95% of the businesses or startups fail. That's because people are not actually, you know, doing things the right way. People are not actually implementing things the right way. So in that, I would say to you that you need to absolutely find a way to shorten that curve. Because the reason it doesn't work is because at the end of the day, even if you do everything, your message gets lost in the noise. Your emails get lost, your funnels don't get seen, they don't convert, your ads don't get clicks. It's messy, right? It's really, really difficult to be successful, and especially to be successful in 2021, especially since most businesses are now moving online, that there's so much noise and such. To be successful in 2021, you need to literally make the smart choice by doing exactly what the winners are doing in your niche. And some may say, oh, this is, you know, counterproductive. I don't want to do what my competitors are doing. Like, how does it make me unique? Listen, when you're starting out, no one cares about your uniqueness. Like, sure, it sounds nice. People will say, what's your USP? Or you can tell your friends, oh, this is how I'm different from this other business. But in the very beginning, when you are trying to sign up your first 10 or 100 customers, what anyone is really looking for is, can you solve my problems? That is there durability in what you're doing? Like, can you sufficiently solve my problems, and can you be there for the long term? Do you understand my pain points? And you're not going to get that if you try and guess, or if you try and say, oh, you know, we don't worry about like that and that, but we're really good at this thing. No, you don't go to the doctor because you don't go to a pediatrician because you want to learn more about your heart, or because you have a fever. Pediatrician, I guess, or pediatrics. No, I'm mixing it up. But you don't go, let's say, okay, do it like this. You don't go to an eye doctor, and I know the scientific term is skipping me right now. You don't go to an eye doctor if you have a fever, right? You don't go to a specialist. You go to a generalist in the beginning. Like, sure, when you have an eye issue, you may go to an eye doctor, but most people don't have an eye issue. Most people usually have fever. So in that respect, it's okay to start as a generalist and then get specific as you solve certain problems. So the way I do that is I always look at what my competitors are doing, right? I always look at what the big guys in our marketplace are doing, because listen, they have spent millions of dollars, they have spent thousands and thousands of hours of work to essentially figure out what's working and what isn't. And that's what you need to do as well. And when I say what's working and what isn't, here's what you need to think about. Are your ads working? Now that is, of course, if you're actually running ads at the moment. It's possible that you're not, which is another thing we should talk about. But if you're not running ads right now, that's the first thing you need to address. Are your ads actually running right now? Because if they're not, that is an issue. Are your funnels converting? Right? That is, are you making money with the sales pages, with the funnels that you have laid out? And again, if you're not, you need to address that head on. That is, if your funnels are like, if you're driving paid traffic, free traffic, I don't care. As long as you're driving some traffic and you're not getting opt-ins or you're not getting sales, you're not breaking even, there's a problem there too. And again, I can tell you right now, the easy solution is just look at what others are doing. And as long as it's working for them, replicate that. Not duplicate it, it's a big difference, but replicate it. Learn from that and improve upon what you're doing. And finally, like I talked about ads and funnels, what about your emails? Do you have an email list? If you do, are you making good money with it? Right, that's something you need to address as well. Do you have an email list? Are you making good money with it? Because if you're not, again, that's another issue as well. That's something that we will certainly talk about today. Am I clear so far, by the way? I mean, do you understand why we're doing this session? I guess that's my main question. It's to basically also, to help you, but to also show you the secret technology that we use to spy on our competition and figure out what they're doing and why. So I've got a secret technology. You probably saw a demo of that before that I want to show you that helps us figure out what our competition's up to. And then we can, like I said, replicate that in our business as well. And again, we have used the same methodology as last year. Look, I don't know if you can't see this number, but this is about 120% increase compared to 2019 for us. Now, it doesn't mean 2019 was awfully bad. We did about a bit below $1 million in revenue. But 2020, we absolutely kicked it out of the park. Part of the reason is because instead of reinventing the wheel, instead of like creating something new that didn't exist before, we started looking at what other people were up to. We started paying close attention to what other people were doing in their business. And if they were not successful, we wouldn't look at it twice. But if they were successful, we try and implement that in our business. And in the last 30 days alone, and this, I think I took it in December anyway. In December alone, it's not even 30 days. In December alone, we have done over $260,000. We are most likely on track to cross $350,000 in revenue in the month of December alone. Now, for those of you wondering, okay, Neil, revenue sounds really good. What's your profit? Let's, say approximately give or take about 25-30% after paying partners, paying fees, and so on and so forth. So if you do 350, we'll probably end up making about 105K or so. Our expenses out of it, like, okay, we have a big team. I run this as a lifestyle business, by the way. So, for the most part, I took like 24th of December to 4th of January off. I'm just here to do this session with you. But I run this as a lifestyle business, so our expenses are a bit high. They're about 45K. So even then, out of that 350K, we would have made about 50K take-home profit between me and my business partner. So, it's pretty good if you think about it like that. So what's the 3-step process that you need to execute to reverse and replicate reverse and replicate engineer, reverse engineer and replicate any successful business online. So as I mentioned, it is a 3-step process. I will walk you through that today. But what's the 3-step process to reverse engineer and replicate any successful business online? Like I said, the key criteria here is that they must be online. If they're not, what I'll show you today won't work for them. Just being fair, so you don't waste your time. But as long as they have a website, as long as they have an opt-in page, they're running some ads, all these things, you can figure out what they're up to and whether or not it's working for them. Now, the 3 steps look a bit like this. You pick or find a winning campaign, you copy and customize the email, ads, and funnels from that campaign, and then you profit from it. Like, again, I have simplified it and it'll make more sense as I keep going with it. But here's the thing, typically at this point, I can see Joanne as well is asking. Typically at this point, people say, oh, Neil, okay, that's actually really simple. It is, but it's not at the same time. Like, it is simple if you have the right technique to collect this data and use it. If you don't, it's not that simple, because even when I'll show you all of this, you're going to have questions. And again, like I said, that's okay. I want you to ask those questions, and either me or my team will answer those questions for you. But there are a few problems with this setup. Problem number 1, funnel hacking needs money. Right? So Russell Brunson talks about funnel hacking. I mean, he's built the entire ClickFunnels cult, dare I say, on the idea of funnel hacking, is that, oh, you got to learn from the best, you got to learn from what other people are doing and replicate that in your business. It's a really good concept. But Russell himself says, go opt-in, then go buy, then go buy, then go buy. For $500, you've had a full education about what their funnel looks like. Now, I don't know about you, but I come across like at least a couple of good funnels a week. I don't have $1,000 a week to burn just to see someone's funnel, right? So that's an issue. Hopefully we'll fix that for you. Then people say, okay, when it comes to money, we can't or we don't want to pay a copywriter for writing emails either. And I get that. You want to write emails that convert, you want to make money with your email list that you will build, but you don't want to pay a copywriter for that. I can tell you, I've just paid our copywriter. Let me show you if I can actually log into that right now. I can show you that right now. Actually, it reminds me I need to send him some more money. 1 second. Okay, I'll quickly show you this. So we've just paid our copywriter. Up on top you can see him. We've just paid him $2,000, and I have to pay him some more because I have limits on TransferWise. So we've just paid him $2,000 for about few hours of work this month. So yeah, it's expensive. I mean, fortunately for us, we can afford it, and we even have the systems that we can give to him and he can replicate them, but it is expensive. Problem number 3 is that people don't know what kind of ads are actually working right now. And I'm in a mastermind with some friends, and this is what we really talk about, like what's stopping you from running ads right now. They basically say, I don't know what's working right now. I don't know what's actually giving people benefit, giving people revenue, sales, break even and such. But anyway, my goal today is to help you solve all these 3 problems. And when I showed what I'm going to show you today, when I showed this to other people as well, this is what they had to say. So the product, by the way, that I'll show you today is called Spyvio. And just so you know, I'll give you an amazing deal that is not going to be available outside these webinars I'm running exclusively. So if you're on the session, do stay until the end, because you are going to get a very exclusive deal. But the platform is called Spyvio, and basically everyone speaks highly of what they see. Everyone speaks highly of what the tool can do for them. That's what I want to present to you today. So here's what you will see today. I will share with you 3 simple steps that you can use to reverse engineer your competitors' emails, ads, and funnels. 3 simple steps. There's really not more to it than that. Then I'll show you how you can turn this into a paid service and make anywhere between $10,000 and $24,000 per month. That's for not a lot of work. You can literally build an agency out of this entire training that I'm doing for you. And something extra, I'll give you a sneak peek into 100 businesses that generated over $1 billion in 2020. Collectively, not all of them did $1 billion each. That'd be pretty incredible. But collectively, between these 100 businesses, they did $1 billion in 2020. Now that's pretty incredible, right? I'll give you the emails, I'll give you their funnels, I'll give you their ads. Oh, well, brother, I'll show you how to get them. Now, before I go any further, quick disclaimer. I will walk you through a very specific system that I'm now using myself and is bringing me consistently great results at the time of this webinar. My results are certainly not typical, and there's a good chance that you will not get the same results. However, I am happy to show you exactly what is working for me right now for free, but do know that it is not for everyone. I get that and I respect that. So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Neil Napier. I live in Finland. This is my kid. He's now more than 2, but this is like, he was less than 1 year old at that time, about 8-9 months or something. Super cute, right? They all are at that age. Well, even as they grow, I think, I hope. So I've been an online marketer since 2012. I started my journey to basically replace my job. I literally got fired in 2010 because I was a little bit lazy and of the economic recession as well. So I had to learn to do things in a different way. I learned to do writing and then copywriting, right? I evolved my role over that time. So I literally started my journey to replace my job. That's why I did what I did. And in 2012, I actually started selling information products. So my very first product that I created did about $17,000 in 6 days. It was really good. Like, I made $4,000 from that because I was giving away 75% to affiliates, and I was really happy with that. It was good money for me back then. But then I moved into software in 2013. And initially I actually sold the software I didn't create, and I've done that many times since. And it's been really, really good business. And again, my biggest wins over time have come from selling software that I didn't actually develop myself. I just focused on marketing. I just focused on telling other people about it in social media, via an email list, via ads and such. So anyway, that's about me. It is relevant, as you will soon see. I want to look at the problems one more time. Problem number 1, funnel hacking needs money. We need to buy the products, which makes sense. We don't have money to pay a copywriter who can create winning emails, or what kind of ads are actually working right now. Listen, both Russell Brunson and Tony Robbins swear by the idea of funnel hacking in case of Brunson, or modeling. Tony Robbins says if you want to model, something successful, model someone else's success. That's literally what he says. So these guys know what they're talking about, but most people don't know how to do that, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So my goal is to solve these big problems for you. I will basically show you what's working right now for the top 100 businesses online, and then how you can replicate it. Like, literally, I will show you step by step how you can replicate what's working for these other businesses. So, do you want to see the 3-step process? I'll grab a sip of water. Just tell me yes, or type in 3 so I know that you're still awake and you want to see this 3-step process. Okay, all right. Good. Lots of 3s, actually a lot more than I can. They're moving fast, so I don't even see names. Okay, let's get into it then. Step 1, here's what you need to do. I want you to find winning campaigns, right? And again, you're going to kind of laugh at me as I show you these things, because you'll be like, Neil, that's kind of stupid, right? What do you mean just find winning campaigns? How do you just do that? Let me actually demo that for you. Like, how do you do that by yourself? And this is what it would look like. Let's say if I go to, I'll search for, this is one I know. Let me type in. I hope this domain works. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I guess I got something wrong. So this is Even Pagan. I actually first heard about it via his pseudonym, his pen name. So back in 2000, let me remember the year. 2009. I was kind of really into pickup. I was really into meeting girls. I was quite shy, so that's something I'd never really done properly as a youngster. So I started to learn how to meet women. And I signed up to one of his newsletters. It was called Double Your Dating. Maybe some of you actually know. And he was sending that as someone called David D'Angelo. Right? I didn't know that was Even Pagan. I realized in 2015 actually that was Even Pagan. So really good marketer, really good teacher, does really well with pen names as well, like runs multiple businesses with pen names and such. Cool guy, like really cool guy. Anyway, so look, he's got this website, and I think the website is alright. It's pretty good. But the very first thing that I would do is, I mean, of course, I would look at what he's showing, what he's teaching, but I'll also sign up for his email list, right? So typical way to do that would be to put in your email address here. So let's say it would be neil@spyvio.com. You will join the newsletter, and now you can start getting emails from him. So you have to confirm the email, and he can start sending you some training, which is fine. Then just go around, look at other pages. He's got this auto webinar. Actually, I know because I've been here before. He's got this auto webinar, and he's literally just asking you to register, which is, I know this because I know the software. It connects with Webinar Jam in this instance. So he asks you to select the date, but these are like recurring webinars, so that's just how it goes. Then he's got other stuff here. So he's got courses. Like, I think this is his one big thing, which, if I remember right, is like 1,997, right? But then he's got smaller courses as well. So he's got, let me see if I can find it. This is a webinar, same webinar. You can see like the structure is the same. I mean, the guy's a genius because he's figured out that this structure works best for me, and to keep things simple, he just kept it the same. Same as Mark Zuckerberg does with his clothes and so on and so forth. So right, then he's got some other stuff as well, which I actually saw earlier. So he's got courses, right? So he's got courses that he's selling as well. So he's got this. Look, this is what a course page looks like. And if I just go here, oh, it's got a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, this is not really relevant, but you can see like all his products. Look, they look the same. They look exactly the same. Everything looks exactly the same. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you all this is because it's good to know how he operates his business. Because if I wanted to, and by the way, this is the fastest way to be successful. Instead of trying to learn something from this person, something else from that person, just completely immerse yourself into one person's business and learn and replicate that. I don't want us to duplicate that, but replicate that. That's what works best. Like, truly, that is what works best. So if I was doing it for Even Pagan, this is what I would do, right? Then that's just for the funnels, that's just for landing pages, right? Then of course I'll hire outsourcer and I'll say, hey, could you duplicate this landing page for me? So could you just like create the same landing page for me? This is my product, this is what it looks like. I don't have the copy, or you can just hire like the copywriting software these days. They can do a quick copy for you, and you can pay someone to build this kind of page for you. A couple $100 and you're good to go, right? Then you'd want to run ads. So let's say if I go to Facebook right now, I'm going to search for Even Pagan. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to go to the fan page. Fan page is what I want. Then I can very quickly go to, I mean, this is a cool part of, oh, I think that's his profile as well. Oh, it is a page. Looks a bit different to me. Let's go to about. Okay. You can also do this. Let me just do this for you. Facebook ad library. So just go here and I'll search for Even Pagan. This would be easier on actually. There you go, Even Pagan. Targeting all, not just Finland. Oh, he doesn't actually have any ads for, he's not running any ads at the moment. That's fine. Okay, I can also look on YouTube. So let's see what kind of stuff he runs on YouTube. Can we find him? So you can see like some of his videos. Let's go for this one. Okay. You can see some of his content as well. And this is quite old actually. I was looking at him from 7 years ago now. So you can quickly realize what kind of content he puts out there as well. And of course, remember then the emails as well. We already signed up to his email list. So now once we confirm, we should be getting emails from him regularly. This is what you do. And of course, the system works. Like it really, really works. But the problem now is, that you literally have to do this day in, day out by hand to collect everything as, you know, in a much organized way as you can. And I gotta tell you, I'm not organized at all. So I use Spyvio, and this is something that we created, and it works exceptionally well. And this is what we do with Spyvio. Let me show you in this account. I have a few accounts over there. So I'll jump into this one and I'll search for emails. Let's see if I can find any from him. Okay, there you go. So you can see I've got like 6 emails from him, right? Let me just refresh this one. There you go. So I've got 6 emails from him so far. If I click on view sequence, I can see like the emails that he has sent since the very beginning. So I signed up on like the 8th December. Took him a while to send me emails. And then I got one here, and then I keep getting these emails from him. I actually didn't know he did this stuff. It's pretty cool. So look, I know that in the market it doesn't hurt to basically, you know, do a bit of cool stuff, and that cool stuff could be just dressing up like this, right? I can see just by looking at it what his offers are, right? Let's say if I try to buy this, how much is he selling them for? Oh, it's a free order. Wow. It's free. So look, if I was literally building a business, I would replicate what he's doing. Because listen, he has thrown millions of dollars at it, and he knows exactly what he's up to. So, and look, he emails at almost the same time as well, 2 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m., 2 p.m. So just by looking at that stuff, I know how he operates, right? It gives me like really, really useful insight into how he operates his business. So for starters, that's really useful. I can look at his offers. And you know what? After this one, I'm going to go sign up for this one because that's pretty cool. So I can look at his offers as the emails come in. All right. So now I've got insights into his emails. I can also go and do the same thing for funnels. So I can go into funnels. And remember, we found his website, which was, again, I'm probably going to Iban. Okay, I think that works. Let's check. No. Okay, that's his website. So now I can also funnel hack him, right? And here's what I mean by that. If I go here, I've got, actually we did already funnel hack him, so I'll show you what it looks like and I'll show you how to use it. So you can just click on Spy New Funnel. You can put the funnel URL here. You should know the funnel URL. Let's say I'm going to find our own. I don't think that exists in here. You can choose specific keywords you want to include or just leave it be, and then you can exclude some keywords as well. So we've done some research for you there. I'm going to just run with this and I'll show you what comes up. So look, we found all the like 14 different pages in this funnel. I know this one's kind of useless, so I'll delete this one. I don't really need it in my pages. And these ones are kind of okay, but anyway, while I'm looking at this, I can quickly, so this is mine of course, but in your case you can figure out, you will see your own sites that you're running in that case, and you can quickly figure out what these pages look like, right, easily. So if I make this full screen, sort of you can see what that page looks like. And you can even just go here right away and see the page in effect. So it's a really cool way to funnel hack any funnel that you see online, any website. I mean, some websites have fewer pages, some have a lot of pages. And if you don't like a particular page, you can just delete that from here as well. So for example, let's say if I, because there's one-time/sales, these are just extra, I can just select this one and just delete this. If I have multiple, I can select multiple and delete those as well. So this gives you an idea of how many pages these sites have. In the future, one of the features that we're looking to build is to actually help you draw a visual representation of this as well. So you can visualize what a funnel would look like in that case. But anyway, more on that another time. That's it. Funnel hacking is done. And same thing I would do with ad hacking. So if I go to ads, I'm not sure if our team found ads for him, but let's see. There you go. So yes, he has been running ads. I don't know what I was looking at, but let's view the ad. So this opens up in our sort of account, our Spyvio account. So you can see like what headline he used and what text he used, what page he used, right? So I know that the page that this goes to is this one. So that gives me really good insights as well to know what kind of things he's running. So this was running with Josh for Eben Pagan. So this is really good stuff to know, because if I'm building a similar offer, that's what I need to do. Right, that's exactly what I need to do. I think Eben was running as an affiliate. So anyway, you can add notes to this, that sort of thing. So in just a few minutes, I have basically reverse engineered the emails, the ads, and the funnels, which is a really, really good first step. So basically, Spyvio helps you to reverse engineer profitable emails, funnels. You can even edit the emails, by the way. I'll show you this a bit later. But when you're looking at the emails, you can edit them as well, so that you can use them, just by keeping the structure, for example. So I'll show you that in a little bit. You can also push the emails over to Spyvio, which is the platform that we use. Again, more on that in just a little bit. I'll walk you through all these things one more time. But I want to move on to step number 2, which is to replicate your winning ad emails or funnels in your business. So for this one, I'll go back into Spyvio and I'll show you some of that as well, how that works and how everything fits together. So let me open up Spyvio. Okay, there we go. So again, these are your, this is your dashboard. Like we talked about before, you get access to these top 100 businesses as well. So let's, if I was to go to one of these sequences, and I'll find a sequence from the Better Life Challenge. I'll go ahead and look at view sequence. So this is, I think, a free challenge that we, for example, signed up for. We're getting an email a day. And let's say if I wanted to run a similar challenge to them, I could, for example, click on this email, and this is what it looks like. And to be honest, that's pretty cool. I'm actually surprised there's no unsubscribe button here. Oh no, there isn't this one. That's from Dean Grazioski. Okay, so I have this, but these are just the emails that you can view. For example, in this case, right, you can just copy and paste them as is. But if you go to home, and if you go to the emails that you have collected, let's say in this case, and these are accessible from here as well, go to view folder. Let's say I go for let's find this here. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Let's just refresh this. Okay. There we go. So I'll just go for one of these here. Might be easier than trying to find that for you now. Although I can. There you go. That brings me up all these options. Just still searching because there's quite a few sequences. Okay, I'll wait and I'll just close this one and just show you one of these ones. I'll work on making the search faster. But anyway, having said that, for example, I could go to this sequence. And let's say if I wanted to edit this one, so I could see this. Okay, this looks fine. A bit ugly actually, so I don't actually like this too much. Let's go find another. I'll go for this one. He's got a lot of emails, 281 emails. That's a lot. But again, these are emails that we've collected over the last few months. Interesting. I'll pick a different one. I'm actually surprised, like a lot of autoresponders don't allow emails like these, but let's go find a different one. I'll go for, let's say this one. And again, you have so many to look through that you can just quickly look through that. So, okay, this email is short but to the point. I'll just go ahead and click on edit, and then you can see what this email looks like. You can, of course, delete this part because it's not necessary. You can put your own logo here, but of course we don't need this, so I'll just get rid of this, and I'll get rid of this email as well. And this is where your email title can go. For example, this email could be Neil Napier update number 7, and so on and so forth. I'll just put those details in, and this all can go from your autoresponder, so you don't need this in this case. So let's just get rid of this stuff. And again, these are things you can edit as well. You can either save a copy or you can save to Mailview. So as long as Mailview is connected, you can push that over to Mailview. We haven't connected Mailview yet, but Mailview is an autoresponder. So if I could go into settings, for example, let's go for integrations. Okay, I can put Mailview details over here, and I can automatically push out this email to Mailview as well. So by doing this, you'd be in a position to start using your emails immediately. Now we've got, don't know if you know of this, but we've got Funnel Viewer as well. Is there anyone here who hasn't heard of Funnel Viewer or who doesn't have Funnel Viewer yet? Let me know. Okay, some of you have said you don't have it. This is how it works. So I'll go into funnels, and I will, let's say, yeah, actually let me pick a different one. I'll click funnels. I'll go for digital market. I like the funnels. I like the pages generally. They're pretty good. So let's say if I don't want podcast. Ambassador is pretty good. Let's just view this. Okay, so this is what the page looks like. Let's say if I wanted to duplicate this, for myself, I could go into Spyvio, which is, Funnel Viewer is a part of that, and I'll go ahead and create a new funnel. So I'll just call this test funnel because I'm doing it right now in test mode. And I'll say this is a sales page. Don't worry about the specifics. I just kind of want to show you how I would use this. So basically I would find the pages that I like and I kind of want to adopt. Again, I'm not going to copy them, but I want to replicate them, and I'll import them into my own Funnel Viewer / Spyvio account. It'll take a few minutes for this one to go through, so we'll circle back. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and look at ads. So if I go to ads, you'll see there's quite a few ads already saved for you here. So I could search for digital as a keyword, and okay, this ad could be pretty good. So, or this one, I know this guy actually. Let's say view full details. So I can mark this as favorites. I can come back and look at it later. And now that I know what this ad looks like as well, and this is the page that it goes through, I can use this as well. Actually, this is what I would do. I would even import this page in instead of just some random page. So I would import that page, and I would build a page quite like this, and I would use the emails quite like this, and I would use the like the emails that basically he's using, and the ads as well. This is how I would literally replicate, again, not duplicate, replicate on someone else's business. Replicate rather someone else's business. So is this still going through at the moment? Yeah, it's like 14% in, so it's going to take a few minutes because of the queue that we have. So again, let's just draw this for you. It starts typically like this. So you find a page, or rather even an ad. You find an ad which leads to a page. You sign up if it's an opt-in page, and you get the emails. Right? For ad, it's very easy for you to duplicate this inside of Facebook, if it's YouTube, things like that. For page, again, we have Funnel Viewer, which is what I would recommend as well, by the way. Of course, if you have other options that you can use, by all means do that. For Mailview, again, you can copy paste it, or you can push it straight to Mailview for emails. Right? Again, I don't know if you can tell, we're kind of crazy about this viewer series because we're talking about Spyvio, this Funnel Viewer, Mailview. Spyvio is like the parent product, so there's quite a few different iterations or products, as you can imagine. Right? So I'll go back into ad for Spyvio, but this is what you do. This is basically your step number 2, where you go ahead and you essentially replicate these funnels. Okay, you replicate these things. Now, let me find this one. Give me 1 second. Okay, so yeah, we use Funnel Viewer for that, and it's really good because it's a drag and drop landing page builder. I'll actually see if I can show you this as well once it's gone through. Okay, it's worked. Let's go ahead and edit this. So remember, this is what the page looks like for digital marketer. I'm not sure how it's going to look like for us, but it's going to be fairly close. Okay, just loading the page. But the published pages, not the editor itself, but the published pages load really, really fast. Like they load really fast. That's one of the best things about our platform, is that it's drag and drop, as I'll show you, but the pages load really, really fast. And I'll just wait for this to finish. Okay, look, this is what it looks like, which, you know, is pretty similar to this. We don't have this drop down feature yet, but it's like, let's look at this one, apply now. It's pretty similar. So it's also drag and drop like this. So it's basically like Photoshop or Canva. You can drag and drop this anywhere you want to, like even right here. So if you can bring in your own changes if you wanted to do that. I'll publish this and then I'll open up the page and show you what that would look like actually. Okay, let's exit this one. Done. And I will open this. You can change this stuff, but look, it's, you know, aesthetically you can change up a few things, but it's very, very similar. This is what you want. You want to be able to clone a page. Now again, I'm not saying that you must copy what digital marketer is doing, but if I was building a page, I would replace my logo here. I would say become a Spyvio ambassador, blah, 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 apply now, maybe change the button colors to match my brand, that sort of thing. This is what you do. And again, this is replicating. You're not taking anything that they own, like, you know, the images you place, let me put your own, for example, and things like that. Now, luckily for you, we have actually cloned already, like, I think 9 funnels for now, more coming, but I'll show you how to get those as well. And by the way, Spyvio has its own built-in checkout system as well, so you can use that as well to sell your products. That's step number 2. Step number 3 is, like I said, load them into your systems and you press send. And I kind of showed you that already in a way. I kind of cheated and showed you 2 and 3 in 1. But essentially what you're doing in this case is using things like Mailvio, Funnelvio to duplicate the emails, duplicate the pages, and then again, you run ads on Facebook, YouTube, whatever traffic source you want to use, and utilize that to run your traffic that way as well. Is it clear so far? By the way, 1, 2, 3, fairly straightforward. Find winning campaigns, and they are winning again because remember, these businesses, they weren't born yesterday. They've been running for like years and years. You know, they don't spend money. They don't spend money continuously on random activities. Like, know that if you can publicly access a page on Digital Marketer, it didn't get there by accident. They've been working on it for a while, and they pushed it after they were sure, after running like internal testing and such. So yeah, very, very crucial. Let me know if this is clear, by the way. Again, type in a 3 if this has been mind-blowing so far. One more time. If you're building a business in 2021, do not build it by sort of, you know, doing just one thing that you think you should be doing in 2021. Instead, figure out who you like, whose personality you vibe with, whose business you like, and replicate what they're doing like this. It's going to work amazingly well for you. I can promise you that much. Absolutely. Now, I want to go one step further. How do we actually turn this into, say, a service where we're getting paid 10K a month or 24K a month? Remember, we talked about kind of, you know, doing this for clients. Actually, maybe I didn't talk about that. I've been doing so many sessions that I didn't talk about that. But you do get commercial license with all of this as well, by the way. So you can collect information on behalf of your clients as well. So imagine doing this for your clients, but imagine also going one step further and actually doing the copy work for them. Because if you look online right now, copywriters are expensive. $50, $100 an hour is nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. But we have, today with Spyvio, we have an agency license, and I want to explain to you how that works. So let's do quick math here. Let's say you get a client who comes to you and says, hey, look, I've got this business, it's working really well, but I'd like to know what my competitors are doing because I've stalled. I'd like to do something different. I'd like to get a landscape of my competition. You'd say, hey, okay, let me just, you know, I can charge you like $500 a month for competitive research, or just $500 upfront per competitor, and then $200 per month to keep giving you updated information every month. So let's say a client brings you 5 competitors. You know, you can easily turn around and charge them $2,500 for initial research and then $1,000 a month. All you have to do is every month deliver them the latest emails that are coming in. If any new pages are being added, you can bring those as well. And if any new ads are running, you can find those and you can add them as well. Right? Fairly simple. Oh, the ads, by the way, just so you know, I think I mentioned this before, but for the ads, you have to collect them via Facebook. We collect them automatically via YouTube, just because Facebook doesn't allow us automatically collecting ads for you and building a library. I know the tools out there, but they are grey hat at best, and I always worry that they might get banned sooner or later. With us, we don't have that issue because you are responsible for collecting these assets. Of course, we give you the top 100 businesses, their emails, their ads, and their funnels, but beyond that, you have to collect assets for yourself, and that's like really easy because once you have it, you have it. Okay, so then you're also going to, you're going to charge your client $2,500, $1,000 a month. That's a pretty good deal. If you want to go above and beyond, though, you can even, say, okay, I'm going to create an email sequence for you. I'm going to create a funnel for you, which again, you can use Spyvio, by the way, really easy. And you can even say, I can give you like basic ad templates that you can use. It'll take you literally 4 hours of work to do all of this, and you can easily charge $2,000 for that because they don't know it's going to take you 4 hours. They will think that you're doing everything from scratch. So every month, every quarter, you can charge between $2,000 to $5,000 extra just for this stuff. So again, we're looking at just even for a single client, if you get a good high-paying client, you're basically making, let me think, about approximately 10K every quarter. That's pretty good. I've cut it a lower figure. Like, let's say even if you're making $2,000 per client per month, that's pretty incredible, right? There's an absolutely big opportunity here, and you can do this every month. Now, here's the cool thing. With the agency license, you can actually give away access to Spyvio as well. So let me see if I can find that for you now, and I can show you what I mean. Was it on this one? No. Let me sign into a different account. Okay, so we actually have agency license, which, couples is a reseller license. So if you have a client, you can put their name and email address in, and the login details will automatically be sent over to them. So again, really, really effective. Again, if you put in just a few hours of work a month, a week even, I think it's easily worth $3,000 a month. Easily. Because no one out there can reverse engineer other businesses now as quickly as you can. Like, just think about that, right? If you were to do all this manually, you'd be working with tons of spreadsheets, folders on your computer per client. It gets messy. And even then, you can't rebuild this stuff quickly. In our case, you can. Push to Mailvio, duplicate with Funnelvio, ads, you got to just run them the way you run them. So in that respect, I think the opportunity is really, really big. And type in big for me if you agree. Just type in big if you think this is like massive. Because I think it's even bigger if you actually have a product to sell like we do. And again, that's why we are offering the agency license to Spyvio. Because if you have that, then it's going to be big. Okay? So let me ask you this question. What if we were to turn around and give you everything you need to help supercharge your email marketing today, or funnel building or ads, whichever, with agency rights to Spyvio? Just type in yes if you think this would be incredible. Awesome. And yes is coming in by the dozen. And by the way, just so you know, again, this is an exclusive deal. We're not going to be offering this via email. This is exclusively available to you via webinar. And for the reasons that I'll soon show you, there are limited number of seats. So do make sure when you see this, you jump in. And by the way, when you decide to jump in, type in bundle as well, because it's a bundle deal. I'm going to show you everything that's going to be available in the funnel. And I'll give you everything at a one-time price, even though there are recurring elements in the funnel that you don't have to pay recurring for. So number one, you're going to get commercial license to Spyvio. I've shown you everything Spyvio can do. We basically have so far collected, I think, about 2,000 or so pre-collected profitable ads, funnels, and emails. There's maybe a bit more, but you get those. We've got unlimited search capability. You can spy on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and Google ads. We recently added YouTube ads as well. You can generate buyer traffic with ads and emails. So now you know what works. You get full competitive breakdown, tons of other things. Plus you can collect, on top of all this, you can collect up to 10,000 extra assets. So we give you 2,000, you can collect 10,000 more. But what we actually do is we bump you to Spyvio Unlimited, with which you can collect unlimited number of emails, unlimited number of ads, unlimited funnels, pages, whatever. And you get a few other things as well, as I'll walk you through soon. Now, do note, this is a recurring offer. Okay, this is a recurring offer, which means that people outside of this webinar will pay every month, every year for this. But you get access to this for a one-time price. Okay? You get access to this for a one-time price for this particular upgrade. So Spyvio exclusive bundle comes with Spyvio 10K, so 10K assets plus top 100 businesses reverse engineered for you, as well as Spyvio Unlimited license upgrade. Incredible value so far. Then number 3, you also get Spyvio library. So what we have done, we've basically collected about, I think now it's at 15,000 assets or 16,000 assets, something like that. We've collected 16,000 emails, ads, pages, and all that for you, and you get access to those as well. Our goal in the next 24 months is to hit 1 million in assets. You're going to get that as well. Now that is available as a paid offer in the funnel, but this is yours for free as well. But we don't just stop there. We will actually, because we're finding a lot of cool funnels, by the way, and cool websites. Our team is cloning all of them, but we're not just cloning it. We're actually editing the text where possible. Sometimes it's not, but where possible, we're editing the text. We're definitely editing all the images, so those will be commercially usable for you. So for the next 24 months, we'll give you, our promise is to give you about 240 pages. So about, depending on the funnel, like 45 to 50 funnels that we'll give to you. So far, I think the system has 7, or is it 9? But more are being added like every month. So you get access to those as well. Right? Plus, I'll come to plus in a bit, but pretty cool. It says 13,000 assets. It's actually, I think, more like 16,000 right now. So you get access to those. So again, these 24-month done for you files I'm talking about, they are available for you to import into your account like with a single click. So in your funnel view account, which I will give to you in a minute. Okay, in a minute. But this is a big one now. This is a really, really big one. We give you unlimited access to Spyvio agency, which means you get unlimited seats. You can sell them at whatever price you want. You can sell them via your own platform, via Spyvio directly, via, not via JVZO, Warrior Plus, or ClickBank, but you can sell them via PayPal, via Stripe, and all these things. Okay, so you get unlimited sub accounts that you can sell. You get to keep 100% of the profits. Each sub account can have 50,000 assets that they can collect. Plus, they all get like the 100 businesses as well. Okay. Plus, we'll also give you our emails, our VSL scripts, and our landing pages to use as you see fit. This is really big. And again, I showed you this. It's an easy way for you to build out accounts for other people. And you can disable them. Now here's the cool part. Because they're your clients, you can actually log in as them as well. So if you wanted to collect ads for them, if you wanted to collect emails for them, you can operate as them. Which is really, really powerful. Okay, so you get access to all these things that we're offering. And by the way, the agency plus reseller is a massive, massive deal. So do not take this lightly. Now I already revealed to you that you are going to get access to funnel via one-site license as well, but I'll bring that a bit later. So altogether, I think it's a pretty incredible deal at $9,285. What we want to do is we want to charge 10% of that today, approximately. That's $997. I think that's pretty incredible, right? What do you think? What do you think? Type in bundle if you think it's a good deal. Okay, I can see a lot of bundles coming in. In fact, I'll make it an even better deal. Instead of $997, we're going to let 25 people in basically today at a price less than half of that. I think it's about half of that. So you can go to that link that's on the screen right now, and you can get access to it for less than half that price. Just go to that link, which is on the screen right now that you see, and you can get access to that for less than half the price, which again, I think it's a really incredible value. And that's limited to 25 people. I think by the time I get to it later, some seats might already be gone. But type in for me, bundle if you are jumping in. Just go to that link and pick an option that works for you. Again, this is everything that you're getting today. Spyvio 10K plus top 100 businesses revealed. Spyvio Unlimited license upgrade as well. Spyvio Library, 13,000 pre-collected assets, 24 months of done for you funnels clone. Spyvio agency and reseller unlimited seat license as well. So you get access to all of those. Okay, number 6, now I already revealed this to you. You get access to Funnel View as well, the one-site license to that, which is going to give you faster loading funnels and 99.99% uptime. It's a very, very cool, very powerful funnel builder. You get access to that as well. Number 7, we give you our list building training called Overnight List Success. We did this, I think, last year, and we sold it for $97. But people that went through it, it was a 14-day training, people that finished it came out with a list of anywhere between 100 to 1,000 leads. And I would wish the same for you. So you get access to that as well. Plus, when you do buy, we're going to be running a 4-week bonus training series starting 1st of January. Let me just check the dates. So starting 1st of January, then I think next will be 8th of January, or I might move it to like Thursdays or something. And possibly 14th and 21st. Other dates I'm planning, where you'll get weekly training from me, where I'll guide you through how to best utilize Spyvio to, build a competitive landscape as well as build business, like emails and ads and funnels all to fit in 2021. So that live series will be the best training that you've received, hands down. Okay, so all these different things are yours immediately. That's, again, easily worth over $10,000. And like I said, I do think that this is by far one of the best packages they've ever put out here. And that's why we're happy to kind of do the special session with you and give you a training of this, give you a walkthrough of this. And that's why I'm kind of willing to give it to you at this price. Okay, if you were to buy everything separately, by the way, just so you know, you'd be paying $1,329 right now, including 97 per year, which is for the unlimited license. So in that respect, I think this is by far an incredible deal. But yeah, please come to me with questions if you have any. I'd be more than happy to answer those as well. Just let me know. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. Or my team will if I can't get to it for some reason. Oh yeah, just so you know, we have some bonuses as well. So we have extra bonuses that people will get if they go through each page of the funnel. They will pay like $1,329, but they will get these 6 extra bonuses, and we give you those as well. That's email survey funnel. So that's my training that shows you how to use tagging basically to build an email list with, so you can segment your leads better. Then email list building strategy training as well. So again, if you wanted to have a much more quick fire training on how to build an email list, that's the training you go for. Otherwise, overnight list success would be good. Then we also give you a checklist on how to run Facebook ads. So you get that checklist too, and our top 100 affiliate marketing emails, as well as Sales Funnel Authority, which is a course. And then you also get, I'm just checking, you also get access to 100 personalized company logos. So you get commercial rights to those, so you can use those as is. Okay, I'm just taking some notes here. Let me know, just keep typing in bundle. I want to make sure that we, as the seats get filled, we do announce that. Let me just see. Okay, cool. Awesome. That's fine. I can see, let me just check inside of the payment platform as well. Okay, I think 10 have already gone. That's fine. All right, questions, keep them coming. Like I said, if for whatever reason I can't see them, I can't see all the questions now, my team will answer, or I will turn around and answer them a little bit later. Let me just edit the slides. Give me 1 second. Okay, from what I can see, we have now 12 seats remaining. So we'll basically, I'll be here for however long you need answering your questions. Okay, so just let me know, keep them coming, and I'll be happy to answer those. Someone's asking, can we see the demo again? Of course, yeah, one more time. I'll show you the demo, then I'll walk you through this list one more time so that you can see it. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Spyvio is basically a tool that helps you collect and reverse engineer what your competitors are up to, what other businesses are up to, and you can use this to essentially, unearth emails, find funnels that are working, as well as ads as well. So in our case, for example, we've been collecting this for a while, and we have over 12,000 emails. It's actually quite exciting. So if I look at relationship and dating, for example, we have emails from Craig Miller, from Eddie Corbano. Let's look at David Bygant. So you can see 42 emails. We signed up with him on 14th of July. And last one was on 25th of December. He actually hasn't sent that many emails. I mean, you typically find that people do. So, for example, if I was in that market, I could look at what stuff he's selling, and I could basically, choose to duplicate him if that's what I was interested in. Right? I could choose to duplicate him. Actually, it's a price. It doesn't say the price. Yeah, there you go. You can see. So this is an easy way for you to see what your competitors are up to, just with the emails. Then you can do the same thing for ads, but in case of ads, let's say if you go to Facebook. Let me find an ad. Oh, these are some ads as well, but this is one of them, for example. Right. I can zoom out a bit because I need to capture this myself. And unfortunately, I wish there was a better way for me to do this for you, but there isn't. So I can go ahead and use Spyvio tool here, capture region. So I can take this, for example. I'm done, crop. So it loads up here. I can put that into health and wellness, for example, and I can put this in add copy, and then I can take this, Brian Johnson, or add title. I can just do this. I can copy, type this in, and I can put Brian Johnson name here. Done. I'll save this. Get saved. Let me make sure I'm in the right account. Yeah, I think so. Let's go to ads. And there you go. Oh, I actually got a bit more than I expected. But you can see this is the ad here now. It's saved up. If I go in here, you can see all the content is saved as well. Oh, I forgot to save the link. Oh, so this is pretty cool, by the way, right? So I forgot to save the link where this was going. But I can always edit the ad, and I can paste the link in here. So let me just check. Learn more. Okay, I'll go ahead and paste the link here at the bottom. Okay, done. So now, I think because this is the core library, you might see this ad in your library as well when you get access to it, when you get the bundle today, because that's when you get access to library as a bonus. So, yep. Okay, for YouTube, it's actually kind of easier. So if I go to YouTube right now, and fingers crossed I'll see an ad. I never really say that, but fingers crossed I'll see an ad. Let's see. Okay, so I've already saved this ad in my account before. Let me show you this one. Ads, go to YouTube. There you go. I already saved this ad here. Let's try and find another one, another video. This is a full video in itself. So I'm looking for ads, right? That's what I'm looking for. That's actually a cool film. I don't know what film this is, but okay, anyway, let me find another one. I'm looking for an ad basically right now. I'm hunting for an ad. Come on, show me an ad. I always see ads. Why can't I see an ad now? It's frustrating. Where are the ads when you want to see them? Okay, whatever. But as soon as an ad shows up here, basically, the ad automatically gets saved inside of this platform, just like these have. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This is what the agency side looks like. So you've got the agency side, and you can quickly, sort of create access for your sub accounts and such, for example. Okay. All right, then you can do the same with funnels. So if you go to funnels, for example, let's say this is the one I want to reverse engineer. I can spy on new funnel, David Weigand, and I can include keywords like, hey, I want to see keywords like sales and such. Right, then search, and it's going to bring all the pages that are under this site that we can find, that you can then decide, okay, I want to keep this one, I want to delete this one. So the 48 pages that we can find, if I click on this, you can see this is what his homepage looks like. Podcast, I don't really care much for, so I'm going to just delete this one. I'm not deleting his page, I'm just sort of keeping it for me. Right, if you can click here and you can spy for more pages. Okay, there you go. So those are all the pages, and you can do with them as you please. You can, I showed you kind of funnel view before. If you have a page you like, you can very quickly import that into your funnel view account as well. And again, change it. But then we give you access to the 24 done for you funnel, 24 months of done for you funnels that will deliver to you based on these successful funnels. So you get access to a ton of those into your accounts in the future, which again is going to be pretty powerful if you think about it. Okay, let's just do this. Oh yeah, this is a library. So library has like a ton of different things. This is our main account. Main account doubles up as library as well for us. So our team is always researching new emails, ads, and funnels for you. So we do all the hard work for you there. You don't have to worry about it. So yeah, that's basically it. We give you Spyvio 10K and top 100 business license, as well as Spyvio unlimited license upgrade, which is typically $97 a year, selling right now for, might be higher depending on when you see it, but you don't have to pay recurring today. You get absolutely everything for a one-time price. Plus you get the Spyvio library, 24 months of done for you funnels clone, funnel view one-site license, Spyvio agency and reseller license, as I showed you, so you can create accounts for other people. You can turn around and sell Spyvio as your own. With our branding, of course, because you want to keep that intact. We want to make sure that we are ethical about that. So yeah, awesome. Any questions, do ask, and I'll try and answer as best as I can. If I'm not able to, for whatever reason, my team will. Okay. Can I only use this for emails if someone is collecting leads? Yeah, you can't. Look, this is not hacking. We're not like literal hacking. We're not hacking into someone's inbox. We can only receive the emails that they send to an email list. So this is not about one-to-one emails. It's about sort of typically broadcasted emails, also responder sequences. That's really what it applies to. Okay. Who do I contact for the bonuses? Look, if you're getting it now, my team is in place already to give you access to all the bonuses, so you don't need to worry about it. We'll handle you. We'll take care of you. And by the way, you will not get access to everything immediately. For some things you will. For some things we're going to have to manually deliver access to you, but we'll take care of that. Don't worry, it'll take us a few hours, depending on when you're buying it. But my team will reach out to you with access to everything within the next 24 hours, like possibly much sooner. So. Okay. Let me see. how can I use this in my local business? So we've got a lot of training planned for you, by the way, which will cover how to use this specifically for local businesses as well. But just try and be there if you can. Just try and be there, and we'll talk about all this stuff there. So that's like extra training that we arranged for you. Okay. Cool. Is that it? Let me know. I'll just nip out for a quick minute and I'll come back.